What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. We are back out at the range, and today we got a super interesting video because if y'all watched my last video on the PSA Saber 11.5, we were testing out the Silencer Co. Velos LBP, which is the suppressor I just picked up. And it's supposed to be more of a flow-through can, which is supposed to shoot it out the front and not put as much gas back to the face or to the shooter. And I was getting a ton of gas back. Now, I am shooting at 11.5, so it tends to be a little bit more gassy. So I decided to try and mitigate the gas by getting charging handles. So I reached out to about 3 different companies and they sent me their best gas defeating charging handles. And today we are going to test those out. There are 2 that I already have or I paid with my own money. And then right now I have 2 that were sent out to me. I'm still waiting on the Aero Breach and I'm hoping that we get it soon, but we didn't get it in time to make this video. And it really wasn't designed for blocking gas necessarily, so it's not that big of a deal. But let's go ahead and jump down. I'm gonna show you which charging handles we're gonna be using. Okay, so we have 4 different charging handles. The Radian Raptor is just pretty much the baseline, like mil spec. It's not gonna do anything for stopping gas, and we're gonna use it to kind of give us a baseline to see how the gas is. So this is the Radian Raptor LT. It has the plastic polymer handles, and everything else from here to here is just mil spec. It's just, there's nothing special about it other than the handles are bigger, nicer, and it has a little bit nicer quality material. The Geisley supercharging handle is the first step into moving into blocking gas. It has a higher lip right here, and that stops gas from coming out the top. It hits this and goes straight up. So this one is a lot nicer. It also has a very squared off handle compared to the Radian. This was very blocky. This one is more rounded. It's beveled all around the outside. So this might actually help with not allowing as much gas coming back this way anyways. The handles on here are really, really nice. So this might be, we might also see which charging handles are actually just good for just being charging handles. So this will be like a 2-part thing. We'll see which charging handles are the best at just using, and then which one's best for blocking gas. But this one so far, it feels very nice. These handles don't take much. It really, you can just move this with your fingers really easy. The Radian is a lot more stiffer. Like it really, you can see my hand shaking pulling it up. It's pretty stiff. I don't know if it's just the LT, the polymer one, but it's pretty stiff. I have this came with the Saber, and I was used to it for a while until I picked up this, and then I went to go touch it, and I was like, whoa, that's not right, because that's how light this is. So, super nice charging handle. And now we're moving into the 2 charging handles that I'm really really high expectations for. This is the Griffin Armament SN-ACH Gen 2. So, there are videos out there on the Gen 1. This is the Gen 2. They have a couple upgrades on here. So as you can see, we have a high point right here. It's to block gas from coming up. But it's also dug in. They've cut out the inside right here to make a channel so when the gases come through, it can push it out each side. Underneath, this is where the gas tube goes in. The gas gets shot this way. So as it goes down this tunnel, there is I don't know if y'all can see if I can get it. There is a port right here, and it goes from under here. It hits this spot right here, and it gets shot out the port forward. So this one looks like it's gonna be really good. It also has higher raised points right here to make this a stronger charging handle than all the mil specs. Actually stronger than most charging handles. The handles on here are also really, really easy and nice to actuate. They feel really good. It also has a little cutouts on the bottom, and I think that also helps block gas out the bottom, because I have noticed that it's pretty fat, and when you put this into the upper receiver and lock it forward, there is no gap on the bottom. It's pretty sealed up. So this is going to be a really, really good one. And then next up, our final, is the Silencer Co. charging handle. This one was just like the SN-ACH, was designed completely to block gas. So they have a really high raised lip up here that goes all the way around. So if you can see, for instance, with the Geisley, the handles are actually what's making it come down this way. But with this one, the whole piece is sealed up around the top. And then Silencer Co. adds a rubber gasket material right here to seal off the bottom, because a lot of gas actually comes out the bottom and people don't know that. People think you just need a higher lip and you're good to go. But the truth is it comes out the top and the bottom. So Silencer Co. and Snatch really have worked on sealing gas from the top and the bottom. So we are going to find out which ones actually work. So let's go ahead and get loaded up. I think we're going to use the Radian first real quick and just kind of see what the gas is like, and then we'll move on to the next one. YouTube, we are in a safe and controlled environment. We are at the gun range. We will not be mishandling any firearms. We will not be modifying any firearms today. Everything is factory and comes from the factory. Just had to say that. Also, I have the... All right, you know what? We're going to go ahead and do this. We're going to do this. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry, PSA, but this is the second issue I've had with the Saber, and I hate to say that because I was backing this thing so much, and I don't know. But first off, we had the bolt carrier thing that was causing kind of a problem. I mean, it wasn't causing a problem at all. I'm sorry. Let me say it a little bit more clear. The bolt carrier had no problem, but when I was cleaning it, I noticed inside where the bolt goes, where the chrome lined area is, I noticed the chrome was kind of scratching, maybe chipping a little bit. Just a little bit, but I'm picky and I sent it back. They sent me a new one. This one seems to be a little bit better. After making the video on the Velos LBP, I went to go clean my gun and I realized that my gas block was completely rusted. I'll put pictures in here to show you guys. And I was like, what the heck? This thing has never seen any real humidity, no water, nothing. Like, it's just, I don't know, but it rusted completely. So I reached out to Superlative Arms and they sent me their adjustable bleed off gas block. I'm gonna have a whole video on this thing, and I just popped off a couple of rounds and I could definitely tell you that this thing is a lot softer recoiling than it was without it. So, but the gas is still coming to the face with the Radian. So let's go ahead and test it out first. Okay. So definitely still a little gassy, but let's switch to a different one and let's find out if that's better. Also, I should go ahead and say that with the adjustable gas block, I do have it wide open where I can't even say it, where Superlative Arms has told me to put in. So this is pretty much almost the same as not having a gas block on there at all. It's wide open. I don't have it tuned down at all because I really want to see what the gas is going to do. And you can tell, because I don't think y'all can see this, but these rounds are coated in carbon and gas. So good thing we got an adjustable gas block though. All right, we're going to go ahead and try out the Geisley. We're going to try out the Geisley supercharging handle. Now, as you can see, this lip comes all the way to the top and blocks the gas from coming out the top. And it just looks really nice. So let's go ahead and try this out. It feels so much smoother. Yeah, that definitely works. I'm not getting any gas to the face. All right, let's do 5 more rounds with the Geisley supercharging handle. I'm gonna get up closer so y'all can see the gas from here. It's a little gassy coming from here, but as far as here, with the Radian, it was literally just punching me in the nose. In the eyes, but with this it's not doing it as much, but you can still smell the gas. So let's go ahead and let's switch over to the SN-ACH Gen 2, the Griffin Armament. All right, we got the SN-ACH Gen 2 Griffin Armament charging handle. As you can see, you see a little hole right there? That's a port, so that the gas is going underneath gets routed out that way, and the top is sealed. So it's like a dual. It's a little bit better than the Geisley. So let's see how this goes. Let's do about 10 rounds. We're gonna do 5, and then we're going to do 5 fast. Okay, I was visually, you can see the gas coming out the port. So that port is definitely working, 100% is working. It's crazy that a charging handle can really change the experience. Because when I first picked this up, I was kind of sad. Not sad, but like, you really want to shoot your can because you love shooting. I mean, it's fun to shoot. There's nothing funner than shooting with a can on. But when you're getting that much gas in the face, as I did last video, it wasn't fun. So for this to completely just block that off, that's great. That's great. All right, let's try out the silencer coil. Same thing, sealed off top, except it goes all the way around, and it's level, perfect. And then the bottom is completely sealed off. And the way they tell you to test this out is when you install this, get a dollar bill and try and put the dollar bill underneath here and try to, if it doesn't go under there, then it's perfect, it's sealed. But if it does, then you gotta do some adjustments with the gasket. I immediately put it in, it's sealed. So this should be really good. So let's test this out real quick. All right, get y'all a good view of this too. Yeah. Yeah. All right. Didn't mean to shoot that many rounds. That's already 60 rounds, but that thing worked really, really good too. So far, I'd say, you know what? All right, let's do 5 more rounds with each charging handle just to confirm and give y'all an up-close look at the gas. I will do this in slow-mo for you guys. So each one of the 5 shots is gonna be in slow-mo with each charging handle. One thing I left out, also with the Griffin Armament, these handles are changeable. They have smaller handles if you need smaller ones. All you gotta do is unscrew these, put the new ones in, you're good to go. So that's another cool thing about the Griffin Armament. So, all right, let's check this out. All right, 5 rounds with the Radian Raptor. You know, that wasn't too bad. That wasn't too bad. But let's change it out real quick. All right, Griffin Armament Snatch. I just really like the way this looks. Really nice. Really nice. I like that a lot. Y'all might not be able to notice too much, but what I feel and smell and see is something you might not be able to pick up on camera, but it's definitely way better. All right, let's try out the Geisley. All right, I like the way that looks, man. It looks really good. Geisley supercharging handle. Those handles just are so light. They feel so good. Still really good. She runs good. I mean, that really feels really decent. All right, let's try out the last one, Silencer Co. All right, and last but not least, the Silencer Co. gas defeating charging handle. I do feel like your hands would slip on that, especially with gloves. Yeah, I still think. All right, so the Silencer Co. did really good. This gasket is a really nice idea, nice touch. The only thing I get a little worried about is through hard use, is this gonna come out? Now, they did a really good job at making it be like really low right here, and then as you get this way, the gasket comes up. So that's gonna be not as bad for whenever this charging handle comes flying back into the receiver. So, but if this thing doesn't ever come out and it really holds up, then this is a really good option. Now, they do send you a second gasket in case you do need to replace it. Now, I keep calling it gasket. I don't even know if that's what it's called, but I'm just gonna keep calling it that. But this charging handle is really nice, and I really like this. The Radian, absolutely not. This isn't even my favorite if you're not trying to suppress the gun. I think that there is way better charging handles than this. This thing is just really gritty and rough and tough to pull, and it blocks no gas at all. So this one is actually, in my opinion, way better than the Radian, way better. The handles are way easier to move. They're bigger, they're nicer. They feel like a more higher quality. The charging handle itself feels just a lot nicer. And it's just a really smooth, whenever you're racking or charging the weapon, it just feels a lot better. I'd say this is last place for sure. This is third place. The Griffin Armament SN-ACH really impressed me. You see that groove in there where the gas goes and it can be shot out each side. You got that port right there, which is, there you go, now y'all can see it. That hole right there. So as the gases are flowing this way, because that's where they're coming from. People think they're coming from the top. There is gas coming from the top, but that's because it's escaping from the bottom and moving around. It's coming from the bottom. And when it gets to here, there's a 60-degree angle. Once it hits this, it shoots it forward. And then they have this nice groove right here to seal out the bottom. Really nice handles too. I really like these handles. And then, so it's down to these two. In my honest opinion, to be completely fair, and both of these were sent to me. So I didn't buy one and one was sent or whatever. These were both sent to me. And by the way, thank you, Silencer Co. Thank you, Griffin Armament. I really appreciate y'all's help and sending this out. And y'all both made really awesome products. But I got to give it to the Griffin Armament SN-ACH. I think this one was a little bit better with gas, and the handles are way better. They feel just like the Geisley in a way when it's really easy to move them. The Silencer Co. is a little bit tougher like the Radian, and there's no like material to keep your hands from slipping. It's like really pretty smooth. But as far as just blocking gas, this was really good. Literally, I think this is probably the second best one on the market, period. I think the Griffin Armament SN-ACH Gen 2 is the best gas defeating charging handle. Now, if we're going in order from which one I think is the best to have without a suppressor, hands down, Geisley, this one's the best to have without a suppressor. Second best, this one. Third, this one. And then once again, this is last every time. Because it's just not, it's okay. It's pretty good. But I think these three are a lot better. The Geisley is just number one when it comes to the way it feels. If Geisley was to make something like that, that would be really cool too. But I think these handles and the color, it's like a Terra Brown, I think they said. It's just really nice. It's just really nice. And the way that they beefed this up right here, let me show you guys what a normal one looks like. So you can see they beefed it up. So this one, apparently they say it's a lot tougher than a mil-spec. All right, guys, that is gonna be it for the video. If you're asking where run it's at, I don't know. You ask him. Y'all go blow up his comments and ask him where he's at, because this is the second time I've come to the range with my suppressor, which we were super excited about, and I was really excited for him to get to see it and shoot it, and he still ain't here, guys. So y'all go blow him up, tell him to get out to the range with Let's Talk Tactical and shoot some suppressors. So, and we need to bug him about getting it. Nah, y'all don't bug him about getting his own. These things are expensive. But anyways, if y'all have any questions, guys, drop a comment in the comment section. I answer all my comments, guys. I'd love to answer any of your questions. Once again, thank you, Silencer Co. Thank you, Griffin Armament. Thank you, Arrow. I know y'all are sending it. We will do that review real soon. And thank you, Superlative Arms, for that gas block, because that's amazing. And we got a whole new video coming up on that soon, guys. We're going to have a really detailed video on this gas block, which I think is one of the best on the market. So y'all stay tuned for that video, guys. And if you have any questions, once again, drop a comment. And if you like the video, guys, please hit the like button. It really helps the channel out. Hit that subscribe button if you like gun content like this, guys, and I will catch you guys on the next one.